for Bill with Sweet Saloon. I'm sorry about that. Dear me fumble them. Able Saloon, a sweet saloon. And the music talk about let we help we self. Some people then go definitely interpret and say, well, the music say, let we do any kind thing for entrench power, for let we stay in a power. So then they, to some people them, had the interpretation of for help we self, for do any kind thing for survive, whether not for trample upon somebody, a right, and whatever, just for let you get ahead. Some man go interpret that definition, they go interpret the phrase, they let we help we self. But me fumble them, me look am differently. I look am say, let we help, or let we be with brothers keeper. Not to collect through corruption, people and they suffer, and then you interpret and say for help yourself, and for build mansion, and for live ostentatious life, like posh life, at the expense of other people. Them, my brothers and sisters, not to that we supposed to do. This music every day, a reminder. And one with prominent brother on this platform, we really suggest say every saloon political saloon party, like them community party them abroad and back home. This will be the signature tune for the remind people them every day. Say now one saloon we get. Now we self get for make saloon. And that go even make a touch small on the APC situation. We now, they always do talk about moral guarantor. So, within moral guarantor will do, moral guarantor then self get issues then and countries them. And we know say the global issues them plenty. So you they depend on somebody else for can resolve your issue. And that you say you capable for govern the country. If I'm I will talk more about that. For people that will join for the first time, and I want to say boku thank you to una we don't join. My name is Abdul Karim Kagba, based in Canada. And the two they help put food on my family table. I'm an economist by profession. I'm so glad that I feel a little bit better. Up to like an hour to the program, I'll be still the cough, but I'm really glad that hopefully when I go hear me loud and clear. So me fumble them like how we brother favor can say, can remind well that we share. Sharing is caring, and Brother George Seth can they do that. And thank you to them both and all the people that they remind we for let we share. So dear big, let we share this program because the thing they will talk now, not to just for Abdul Karim, not to for just we within the diaspora. We they talk here for like the people them back home. Go able benefit as we own little way for give back to the community. Because then say knowledge is power. So if then continue for the watch them program, not to just have the Caribbean program, but other programs them we not misleading. We the people who they present them programs then they not get any hidden agenda. I go encourage you now for Leona watch them. And una make what you call informed decision. We they talk, the issues them, we they give we own analysis. By the end of the day, una, particularly una with the salon we get for vote, una can make a big difference. Because now una get for bring change in that country day. So me fumble them. What do you want for talk about tonight? Because I be don't promise say I go like for go straight to the topics then. The way how craft the topics is Salon Day on edge. And I believe say Bokofuna go agree with me on that. What do you mean by Salon Day on the edge? It means say salon not too far from Kata Kata. And if we not take them and undo, then continuous tension here would they see so. Salon will go into Kata Kata. Again, some people then go say, oh, now all they cause trouble in that country. They now all Salon peaceful. Now all they incite. But my brothers and sisters, we don't need for push things them under the rug. Like how them the people away sabi better English past me as how them can see English. Because within that mean, when you sweep something under the rug, meaning carpet, you see the surface really clean. Say, wow, this will say clean. But if something happen, like sometimes you want for them, you kick the carpet, then half of the carpet show the floor. Then you see the dirty. So that impression where you get about that house day, you go still get them, seeing a clean house? Probably not. So within that they tell we say salon issue, not similar thing. Where people and they encourage we or they bash we, they incite and all that. But if we continue for the push the topics them or the issues them, they put them aside, like say salon no they go through their issues then they. And all them people and get them very clear. Say not to salon no more they go through issues them, political issues them and all that. America currently, they go through that. We don't see tension in America. But the good thing with them is, yes, even though they say very partisan, but we they say some part of the judiciary, some judges them, they team up triangle one against the current president and rule against them. But with we not do that, we not reach that far, that side it. And me fumble them, I no say yes, but Kofuna go they point finger at President Bio. Oh, President Bio don't pull that country day. And now that judicial justice and all that justice not there in the country. No, my brother and sister. President Bio just come worsen them. But that situation be there. And Bokoff we will get the time for read that report we then put together after the war and analyze the things that we caused the war. My brothers and sisters, again, the one they will sabi book, then call them Truth and Reconciliation report. So, again, when you go through that report there, most of the things that what they do right now, that report they show say that then thing and they bring way rebel one of the country. So now see why we craft the topic and say Salon Day on edge. And now, let we nyaka free speech. Let we talk about the political tension of that country day. And let we talk about this justice system. Beaucoup people will agree with me, say very selective na salon right now. So we wrap all that and think about what thing go happen 2028. There's not so fearmonger, my brothers and sisters. This not live reality. people in the liver right now. And I go play some videos them. And you get some people them way. While I play the video, I go talk more about them. So waiting now the things them way I want to talk about because I already feel too well. I don't go too far beyond the 2-hour mark. I know say when I go say I always they say that. But my brothers and sisters, them for like I just allow we all for let we share. I know say it don't take, but let we not forget the Diaspora Helping Hand Scholarship Program because we want to expand that program there. Yes, we dey go tete, like we dey go tete, meaning small, but like how they can say the people that will learn book past me. Then say where they put drop small. It can end up for get big impact. Then call them say little drops of water makes a mighty ocean or make a mighty ocean. So my brothers and sisters, let we allow ourselves for let other people in come. Let we listen and get motivated by this message. With VOS, they try for help picking in a saloon for like they reach the highest potential. Then God given talent, use up for like they reach Usai. Then people are not able for make they reach in terms of education. So VOS, they step in and then picking a day way really talented, but come up from a family we're not able to provide for them financially, we step in and want for really step up a little bit more for take more picking them into the program. But we know now, as they can say, Troki one box, but he ain't short. So I'd encourage we all. I know say things they're really tough, especially given the current situation with price that don't go up more and more, and then they put a little bit of pressure on we budget them, now we host them. But like how they say again, you know they pull by giving, because that person where they give, it bless you, and that blessing they, by God's grace, it is able to prevent you from boku losses. So when you put all that together, you will end up for benefit from the blessing where people and they bless you for where they give and help one way or the other. So I will come right back. When I'm not going to say you, let me just use this opportunity for share the program, and then I will go right away with the main topic after I come back. I will come right back. Stay tuned.
In the heart of Sierra Leone, where dreams often struggle to find wings, one young man dared to hope. This is John Sitta. Born into a humble family where even putting food on the table was a daily challenge, education seemed like a distant dream.
Good afternoon and welcome to Voice of Salon Radio.
Good afternoon to the listeners.
Yeah, so what are your name?
My name is Ibrahim, sir. Ibrahim Pedal.
Ibrahim Pedal, what? Kamara. You understand say everybody people come first in the whole country?
Yes, I'm a pikin. Okay. Actually, they talk to you now, so we born the pikin. Now, attire the cell. Now, empty attire the cell. I no gets. And launch na 10,000 a year every day. At times we meet up at the biggest one and when we eat, they can get 10,000. Not all the time. It is strain. At the constraint, at the up to 14 years, work no day.
John had a fire in his heart and brilliance in his mind. But brilliance without opportunity often fades into silence. His parents believed in him, but with an annual family income of less than $1,000, they couldn't afford to keep John in school. Then came the VOS Diaspora Helping Hand Scholarship Program, a beacon of hope for underprivileged, talented students like John.
Take the first position during my WAS examination.
And what are the mechanisms have you put in place for you to become first again for WAS?
I should be studying very hard and hardworking in class.
So what do you want to tell others that are unfortunate to come first in the Beckett process?
Okay, my advice to my colleague students is that success do not come overnight. They have to study and get prepared or for any tax overhead.
All right, thank you very much. This is VOS, Voice of Salon Radio.
Today, John is not just a student. He's a leader, a mentor, and a beacon of hope for his community. With your support, VOS Diaspora Helping Hands empowers students like John from humble beginnings to reach for the stars. Together we can transform more lives. Together we can change the story. Join us today. Sponsor a dream. Shape the future. Scan the QR code to donate or visit our website at www.vosdiaspora.org.
All right, Fambulem, for say boku thank you to all the people that we don't donate to the Diaspora Helping Hand Scholarship Program. We truly appreciate una for the donation we una don't give, because no money no they way too small and no money no they way too big for help. As long as you able for afford that, dearly we help. And I will post the link if you want to donate. Just click another link there. I will post down at the comment section for like una support, because we the target by August for take 1 or 2 additional picking them, and then we do that small till we able get sufficient picking them where we say go knock chest. Say we they do meaningful thing na salon. We all as a team, VOS family, we they able for push in a little way. Salon go before as them pikia will be the future leaders of that country day. So Fambulem, let I go through the things them I want for let we talk about tonight. So I want for talk about Zainab Sharif, the sentence within sentence. I know say we sister program or platform don't make a broadcast, and I want for tell boku thank you to the people them we watch that program day. Because we don't get over 8,000, they go to 9,000 now people that we don't watch them within one day. So one for say boku thank you to all for that. So me Fambulem, I not go repeat waiting will be done right, or waiting with sister program where now the BAV, Bold African Voice program. So I not go repeat waiting. I go just encourage you now for let una check that out, because we do unbiased analysis on that issue day. We call on both political parties for let them do their own little way for make sure say we push that country they go before, and we not reach at that point where we all go sort of scared and say how they go with this whole tension we unnecessarily we they create. So we go talk about that. And the other thing I want for talk about though is the APC, the meeting with the people that we then call moral guarantors. They meet with them, and as a result, then pull out a statement. But I want to use this opportunity for also talk to we APC brothers and sisters, because the main reason I go say we then say that they boycott, and because President Bio appoint or nominate the new ECSL boss, because Parliament now then gets the final say, because now Parliament approve them. Because if a president appoint somebody and Parliament do then written and call due diligence, then Cable say no, pa, we not go approve this person because a controversial, because a deem like a partisan, and all that thing in there. Now Parliament they make the argument, but APC boycott that process there, and they say, oh well, the tripartite, the National Unity Agreement, all that thing and they put together. And the president appointment, he violate the agreement then they. So, but now, I don't hear a few SLPP folks them the same way how APC they turn around and blame the president and SLPP government. Now the same way that they flip them on them and say APC na party we not believe in the constitution because President Bio follow the constitution, but yet APC they want for like it do something contrary to the constitution. So now they follow the argument we SLPP then they put together for this particular issue. So now APC, they meet with the moral guarantor. So the question we I get for me APC brothers and sisters, what did they expect for get out of this? Because then call grievance now way President Bio nominate the new ECSL boss. So similar to the tripartite, where there be the feel say, it go force corner for like a pull the disaggregated result by polling station. In my opinion, they even mislead their supporters them by thinking, say, the international or the moral guarantors them, then go able for change waiting ECSL to announce. Because misleadingly, you will get Boku supporters them, and including even some APC Agbagba we they talk about, oh, Bio, and all go last day. And again, 6 months, the international community will pull the power na yan and give Samoa Kamara. I know I sound like a broken record, but repeatedly in our VOS na ya, we talk and say a fruitless venture, meaning that it not go yield any fruit or dividend or whichever way you want for put them, but it not go make much difference. We make them clear. I want to let people understand, say, I don't say that the administration or other people in the talk, oh, Salon a sovereign state and all that. Yes, that's absolutely true. Salon a sovereign state. So what does that mean? It means, say, anybody where they come from outside, the first thing first, again, for respect the laws them of Salon. And the key of their laws then they now the constitution. So una tell me to APC them boycott for something where President Bio follow the constitution and then call moral guarantors, meaning external people them, for like President Bio go reverse that decision day. Una tell me, again, let we handle this in a critical way, okay, with critical lens. It make any sense? If President Bio, like all the time them way it bastardize the constitution, do things them way not constitutional, way contrary to the constitution, una not call moral guarantor. We go help and put President Bio in order in the sense that if you not do it go get that stain seen as somebody we not democratic, as somebody we need to follow the constitution. I should say with that, on a for we get, in my opinion, on a for we get huge position. On a for we get convincing point. But on our way to President Bio, and we whether again one we find brother, talented brother, we say well APC no they count on them small party them or the other party them because them then they give them envelope brown envelope and all that thing and they. But the fact of the matter is they register. And within the Constitution say for consult registered political parties. And according to the president, the press release with them put, they say then consult the political parties, the registered political parties. And not only, like all of them except for 2 political parties, where they say no to the new ECSL boss in appointment or in nomination. So the Constitution say if we do that with consultation, and then party then they we know you read and complain, say, oh no, then just inform we. They're not consult we, because there are 2 different things, there are 2 different words they move. We know you read and complain, so whether they give them brown envelope or not, but unfortunately not the process. So we get for respect the process. It's just like where we all be Sierra Leoneans, and we all frown upon that situation where somebody like a subset of the population or a group of the population just cut out no more and say, you know what, Timney people they're not deserving for get certain benefit, or fuller people they're not deserving for get different certain benefit, or Mende people they're not deserving for get certain benefit. But guess what? We are all not Sierra Leoneans. So when you begin exclude people whether your reason justifiable or not, a completely wrong or reasonable, you think say a reasonable or not, you're not able for justify. So no matter how somebody bad, and unaki remember we are the reference Alpha Khan and parentarily, I can always refer to them as terrible Sierra Leoneans them. But waiting I can say further to that, I can always say back, na me brothers them, na Sierra Leoneans them. I recognize that. I get for deal with them. We get for deal with them because then self get right for do it till they do so. Yes, it definitely not be in the interest of the country, but then get them right for talk how they see things. Then get right for jump. Well, like Alpha Khan, for example. So, but I know sort of go after them because then jump. But I go after them because they do things them way, in my opinion, then they're not be truthful to the people of Sierra Leone. They say things them way convenient for them at the time. But then they self know that. Say not reflect the people them of Sierra Leone, their interest. So that's waiting at the try for build Miami brothers and sisters. Now waiting they currently go on now we country. Yes, some people go so now political talk or whatnot. Unknowingly, I don't listen to one individual. With that individual day, my God, I go see I'm like somebody way, in my opinion, na nuisance. But the SLPP people they elect them and say that them PRO, public relations officer. But to me, a nuisance. So it constitute a nuisance. It be gonna AYV, the bank table. Like somebody we're not civilized at all. And somebody in that caliber for the bank table and all that. But guess what? I get for deal with them. I get for pay, for accommodate them because they don't get that office way again for deal with the public. So my brothers and sisters, before I begin play the core things them for una, the core videos them for una, because I will talk about President Bio in speech again. And I will relate them to Zainab Sharif and also somebody with a human rights activist, how he assess the two speeches. And thanks to Lamrana Ba and in team for the give them fine interviews then they. So, but first, I want to talk about, again, la play for now the video force. And la rob more small, but this we broader. I know saying a campaign, even though campaign not officially started yet. But let we listen to them. Yes, I must warn now. Really annoying. No question about that. Very annoying. In voice, in positioning of argument, very annoying. But apparently, I should say in party they see and like say, a very effective. But to me, I don't feel say this guy fit for get a public position like that. But let we listen to him. A short video and now the SLBP publicity sector. And I will come back and talk specifically to something where he say now this video. I will come right back after
that. Project. Now land on this one. Hey, APC. We not only beat them in 2028. I tell you this be lie to lie or lie. Hey, cash always this way you see cash so I would turn over. Would the beat cash or say this? You don't wait no more. You know why? No, it's in because you feel the beat. You know why? Look the Nant project. Where they not kissy right now. That Nant project no more. It is estimated that it produce 125 megawatts, which is more than enough for waiting salon need. Not also waiting Freeton need. They supply other partners in the country. This is a $4 million project from the DFC, the Development Waiting Financing Corporation of the United States of America. First of its kind. It's a gas plant. By 2027, it is estimated that the Nant project will produce 72 megawatts, which is enough for Freeton. So for Chicago and also they make serviceman business. We know they talk on a boy them. They call we talk and do. Okay. Anything we talk as a government, we do. Okay. By next year, when the Nant project coming, backs up with all other energy, including the renewable energy, we can the young killer, they supervise under the mission 300 by 2027. Be lie to lie or lie. I tell you this, cash up and the rest of the APC cabals, they begin wash their hand for common. Because you see, I'm not saying okay, lie and
so me fumble them again. You see now some of them things here we need for talk about. Sit down, better one and talk about. Yes, some people can go say, oh, now politics and all that. But people that will not fully understand, they go so full with excitement. Let we plug within this guy say. Let we sort of talk a little bit about within he say. I talk about a gas plant within the pipeline. But the thing where I want for let we pay particular attention to, my brothers and sisters, that the fact that he say it will cost $4 million. When I underline that to $4 million, that project there, it will serve the entire Freetown and some additional place them in the country. $4 million. So, my brothers and sisters, $4 million for light saloon. Amos, we don't spend another power ship. Una tell me, they say we owe millions of dollars. And this we brother, sit down na studio. They talk say, whatever agency go support for like light cam na Freetown, where that light day is more than sufficient for Freetown, and it pass mark in fact that other parts of the country will get for $4 million. Ebo, So this, you don't need for get PhD, for question in integrity, for question in fact, in knowledge of things. It tell we clearly say, you don't even know what thing they talk about. And this not the possibility they send a studio for go interact with the public, for go give people them information. And then he say, oh, that's in the way they come, so I go kick APC them off. So people then go really glad it's so much that APC no go get no way. $4 million. Similarly, where President Bio the campaign 2023, a call number where I know you people then come, they really question them. If I remember correctly, it talks say it go bill I think 40 factories them na put lock on no more. And it go cost $44 billion. With the entire country money in the form of GDP. Like I explain small within our GDP. All the things them way salon they export, where they make, we worth in monetary terms. The one way, like if it include the service where people in the render for get money, we put all that together, then our GDP, it worth less than $4 billion now. Because of, with the recession and all that. And then a sitting president, they talk say, they go build factories them. Now one district, we go cost $44 billion. And sadly enough, people then clap back. We salon no get not 10 times the whole country money. Usai the puller. But at least he exaggerate. But this, me brother, he not get any clue. $4 million, say go light the whole Freetown, and yet President Bio say he go take over energy for as the minister and all that. But guess what? It Alex say we be the Minister of Energy by default. Now the 10 blackout pasmak na Freetown. So my brothers and sisters, somebody like this, if you not even sabi wetin they talk about, una tell me to how they go able for bring project we go help that country there. Because I don't know who say he get them, or the people that we give them that information there, now they not sincere, now they just not understand, or now him just not understand, but he want kapu the word. And for people that we old enough, we be get a very renowned journalist, Saloko Maxwell, we say, and for kapu sense, not kapu word. It like say this something in our meeting, he then call figure and then he kapu am. Oh, this project will cost $4 million. Ebo, $4 million for light the old salon. Where it happens say you get some salon people them where then go raise that money there for go run the light system na salon as a private venture. And yet a whole government, all the money them, whether don't give in a form of aid, in a form of even loan, way more than that. President Bio in travel, where you put all in travel together, I believe say 6 months travel, all of stretch and say 1 year travel, more than $4 million. So enough for be see and say a beneficial for maybe a reduce in travel just for like we will get that 4 million. So that's the show how stupid them people are be. Again, not of course, because if you wanna look na dictionary, somebody who is stupid is slow for understand. So if una gets una sabi project, we go light the whole Freetown and cost $4 million. What's in una business for go they pay car power ship? Why una not even trust that money there somewhere? Una light the entire Freetown, and with that kind of money there, light will be very affordable, because the whole Freetown, within few years, you don't pull $4 million from waiting people and go they pay for light. The whole Freetown, if not $4 million, it will cost for light the whole Freetown. And it talk with so much confidence. And the other thing where I don't want to spend nonsense time on, I watch one video in Casio. They talk about Uda na man, Uda na serviceman and all that. People and they suffer. People and they struggle for getting them for eat. And they engage in Uda na man, Uda na serviceman and all that nonsense then they. Really sad, oh. Really, really sad. And the other thing, before I go to the next video, or before I recognize Una we don't join the program and appreciate Una and welcome Una formally, I want for really also talk about the fact, say, yes, APCB Duam in 2018. But given the political tension, for even President Bio, they include that by a speech, as if they want for really Dreb APC, because I want for use clear Creole. I know I use the word extinct, but for clearly wipe APC from the political history of that country there. That by itself not go create tension. Because if una strategy, instead of una think about how una go lighten the suffering of people, the Salon Post people them, una day about making strategy for let the other person or even exist as opposition. Then una tell me too, in una yoni now, una go say, oh, una very good strategy. APC no go ever come back na governance and all that. Why una not allow the people them for be the judge of that? Why una not concentrate on the people them for make them feel life better? And when una do that, then they not to magic. You don't need for go to Moriman. Una go be re-elected. But una continuously they ignore the people them of Salon. And then una thinks say, you know what? Whether the people they agree with una or not, una for embark on strategy. But what una they do in that country they, now talk what we start with. Una they sweep the dirty under the carpet. Because where people then go don't be disgruntled, then go fight back. Why say fight back? Not to violence, like say then come on at it or something, but for una way they watch international news. Waiting happened recently in Hungary. And this guy, he don't rule that country there for almost 2 decades. It's about 16 years or so. So he so get confidence. And as a matter of fact, Donald Trump sent J.D. Vance, the Vice President of the United States, for go campaign for that person with them beat. And according to the news, this particular person here will be the Gbanie of that country there. Can say be don't muscle the media, it be don't muscle the military, don't muscle the police, like all the major institutions then be under them belt. But with the people of Hungary, they don't fed up. They want change. In fact, it's like say Donald Trump involvement, he emboldened, like he strengthened the people waiting I will call the mind for say, well, Donald Trump not popular na Europe. In fact, in popularity itself in country they drop. So it just worsened the guy's chances for being re-elected. Wait make I talk about this international news. Now for just tell una say that way both APC and SLPP don't continue for disregard the Salone people them, not care about the people suffering, and just thinking to say, as long as una able for outsmart each other, una secure the leadership of that country day. But it's just unfortunate that we don't get people that will come out and give una a very strong opposition in the form of a third party. We see that quite recently in Senegal. Yes, Macky Sall, the former president of Senegal, he even jailed him. The current president and the one where he put us in prime minister, where na him be head that party day. But them they lock in a jail. They all two. So the other one just come out earlier. And what happened? They used that for appeal to the youth, appeal to the grassroots, and say, yes, we fiba lekuna. Because that guy there, the one we're not president right now, I want come motoka every day drive. Not to say na rich man, but people that relate with them. Because it carried the message to the people. Where Macky Sall, the former president, it therefore do all sort of maneuver. But the other good thing is they still get judicial institution, we still they work. And that's nice alone lack. So my brothers and sisters, to people in a salon, I want for directly appeal to una. Una not listen to Boku lie. Because it's very clear, say this guy, you don't even understand what you need to talk about. Because the money we call for light up the entire Freetown. The money we few Sierra Leoneans them, private Sierra Leoneans them, able trust that money there abroad now. So let alone the country, where we all know how significant light business be for push a country in development. So I just decided for bring this to our attention, saying how Salone go improve. We a joker like this gets a sensitive position like that for can create nuisance and people are ace in the form of PRO. And the way they talk self like he indeed it look like a man. It definitely look like a man. For like it in a public space like that. They kind of yes, some people will say on energy. But AYV watch one interview, I'm not able to finish and say the guy they beat the desk and they swear if APC come now and have power again and stuff. Ebo. And then the man where they na power, we call him say na the father of democracy and bring modern democracy in the country. And yet you they vow not forget opposition of that country there. Ebo, that's a strategy. I mean the strategy for be talk to the people of Sierra Leone. How una go able for make their life better? Not to lie. Una come una lie for them. And then where people ask recently, oh President, we promise say go make factory then I put loco and all that thing and they. The same terrible Alpha can say on a political talk. Can you imagine? And even some of the supporters them, they say on a political talk. So like we just left them off the hook like that. And then another campaign cycle they begin so. And this guy don't begin to then trashy things then they. At least a nicely getting figure. I don't know if it be called the proper figure. Maybe people can go, but in boss don't even throw figure away. Salon no near forget that kind of money day. Let alone say go trust for bill factories then we worth $44 billion. So my family, let we move on because I don't want to go way above the 2-hour mark. Let we move on. So now, what I want to do, I know say Boko I don't listen to them 2 speeches here. But before I do that, again, I want to let we watch them with open mind. And this not to justify, I want they on the record, not to justify Zainab Sharif in what demo. No. To me, you remember what I say, no matter how somebody terrible, as long as I Sierra Leonean, we still get for tolerate them. We still get for game due process. That's not the right thing for do. So me fambulem, waiting I want for do. I want for play President Bio in speech we recently. Yes, somebody the interpret him and no say Boku people don't question the interpretation and all that. But I get few people that will tell me say the guy come very close in terms of the interpretation of the speech. So I go play President Bio in speech where again a month. And then I go play Zainab Sharif in speech where he give na Atuga Mini Stadium. Let we talk about and let we see if that thing with the one we about selective justice, injustice for some people I will come right back, but let we pay attention to the interpretation because me no sabi talk many and I need to understand them. I will come right back. I talk small and try for emphasize the areas them, and then I play Zainab Sharif in speech, and then I talk small, and then I go bring now this to me. I go say now a fine salon person. We talk about the 2 speeches them and what they mean in terms of the peace of that country day. I will come right back after this.
I was here when some of you got angry, vexed, forgot about peace of mind, and some of you went to the PMDC. Even now, some of you still talk about APC. But it's only when you have a cause you still be talking about APC. It's only when a cause will be upon you in this country to still be talking about APC. Look at how bad the situation of this road was, like as if we are not existing. Anybody that is in this country who says he's supporting the APC will die early in the morning. I'm not talking about elsewhere. If you are in Freetown or elsewhere, it will be better. But here in Bond, we have shown the world that if we take the lead in this country, it will go forward. That's just the truth I want to tell you all. That we are small, but big in our ways. That was what that woman was saying. So please, just as we have started like this, when it's time to vote, whosoever we will give the symbol to, that is where you will cast your vote. There is truth in the palm tree. I will be sitting at the top looking at.
All right, Fambulem. I know say Boko Ofuna don't listen to this speech several times, but I just want to take them apart. So, the information minister, Naingo Boku book, is saying an idiomatic expression, and some of we will be the primary school, will then teach we within an idiomatic expression and all Lenten day. But let's pull the book aside. And then some people them say, a joke be the joke. Okay. Look at him body language. Throughout that particular talk day. Smile. Now play on phone now one more time and when I look at him body language. Meaning say a bit serious. We a bit the talker. So not a joke. Let's play one more time. Then we look at him body language and yes, we don't understand Mende, but let we look where somebody they talk something serious and where it truly believe in. My brothers and sisters, you will tell. Say yes, this man believe in what they say. And it really mean what they say. Let's play one more time and I will come back with additional analysis.
I was here when some of you got angry, vexed, forgot about peace of mind, and some of you went to the PMDC. Even now, some of you still talk about APC. But it's only when you have a cause you still be talking about APC. It's only when a cause will be upon you in this country to still be talking about APC. Look at how bad the situation of this road was, like as if we are not existing. Anybody that is in this country who says he's supporting the APC would die early in the morning. I'm not talking about elsewhere. If you are in Freetown or elsewhere, it will be better. But here in Bond, we have shown the world that if we take the lead in this country, it will go forward. That's just the truth I want to tell you all. That we are small, but big in our ways. That was what that woman was saying. So please, just as we have started like this, when it's time to vote, whosoever we will give the symbol to, that is where you will cast your vote. There is truth in the palm tree. I will be sitting at the top looking at.
All right, me fumble the last part, we kind of soften. I go sit down at the top, they look at within they go on and all that. Relax a little bit. But maybe they talk about APC with all sincerity, with all seriousness, and for goodness sake. Abone is na salon. If somebody tell you say, because of you do certain thing or you believe in certain thing, you are lucky. Because now the direct clear interpretation of you get swear. Because you get curse, meaning you get swear. You get swear you are lucky. Because it's like God don't pull hand by you or something. So if somebody tell you that, my brothers and sisters, whose insult we pass that? And then let we look at the person where they give this message. Saying, and also that say you, but a month, anybody we vote, we support APC, that person they get swear. And in all tap they will die tomorrow morning. So the question now is, whose means he go die? By whose means? So Dande by itself, as a president of a country, you say somebody go die the following day, na morning. You know mean boku things them, we not pleasant. Dande not sufficient for put people them on edge, where the entire community identify them saying as supporters of APC. Don't make them, don't put their life in danger. Because you get boku people them we not go take them lightly. To them, then go see them like say the president don't give them go ahead. if they be they plan any evil against them people and the way they support APC, waiting the president say so, now license for do that. They are big on a Google because now AI can specify the definition for una look up the definition of incitement. This is not a sitting president with a million times he get more a mic louder than Zainab Sharif. Million times a mic louder than Zainab Sharif. And yet people I can understand, say the constitution say where somebody they in power as president, you know, go investigate into any of your activities, you know, go bring any court case against them and all that. I understand that. But for the fact say, it is say all this under the umbrella of a political party. As a matter of fact, campaign not started to official campaigning, but we all know say as the president, the current president, then can use state resources, because if you check, now the state pay for and for goodie, not out of in pocket. But that's understandable. But however, like before I be say I go play Zainab Sharif, but like I first bring, well anyways, la bring this advocate and let tell we waiting in make of the president's speech. And to me, now some of them people we really need to recognize that our country they for speak up. You know, disrespectful, but respectfully again submission. Let we listen to them, and then because he talk about Zainab Sharif as well, but let we just hear within his say about President Bio's speech, and I will come right back after that.
Earlier, you mentioned, the difference between, freedom of expression and incitements. Looking at the case between waiting Lansana Doumbouya been say na den rally and waiting Zainab say na the same event. But there's this argument about waiting President say recently. Then say I've been asked Kwame Mende Party for explaining to me actually. Where they explain and say na joke, na fun. How do we situate statement like that, and especially where they come up from a politician as well and the presidency?
No, if anybody say it's a joke, that is not a joke. And I say that one with all due respect to the person we discuss that with you. I get high respect for the president, and I hold on to high esteem. And that office where he gets, that office gets a role for playing in this country. And the seat where he gets, now a seat for the bridge people and bring people together. For a sitting president, for make that kind of statement, now in your own community, you're unfortunate and misleading. And mind you, the president is so powerful. If Ade Bio, when a private citizen, Kinde na Holland, or any side they make statement them, or you say na what is people they listen, they go take action. Where they lost 27 lives and 6 police officers, 6 youths that died in Makeni, born out and some people that died na Tombo. How much more a sitting president make that kind of statement? They expose.
You understand the Mende?
About understand the Mende. I understand the Mende. Anybody will go vote for APC Naya and not go wake tomorrow morning. Not go wake tomorrow morning. It mean a lot of things. That to me, by fact, you incite people against a whole community of a community of a political party. That you cannot tell me in this country that any side when a group day or SLBP day, nobody not for vote for APC. It's practically impossible, because APC not to foreigners. APC as a party, not a foreign party. APC is a party in this country. The membership of the APC, they are Sierra Leoneans. And the same way so I talk and so, you get people that want APC members. You get people that want SLPP, PMDC, NDC, then they. And the constitution make it very clear that you get the right to freedom of association. You know, they restrict people for associate anywhere way for day.
In your estimation, it's an incitement.
By my own interpretation of when you look at from the human perspective, the statement of the president, go at all. He incites in community as against anybody who they vote for APC. And secondly, they only incite, but they also threaten the legitimate rights for other citizens within that community. They for go out there and ensure say they exercise their rights, their freedom of association. Wrong.
Can it be equated to what in Zainab say? Is it at any level like that? Is it an incitement to that level?
Yeah, the statement look insightful, but the fact is that there are differences.
Okay.
Zainab Serif is a private citizen. The president is a sitting president, and he gets immunity from prosecution.
You know, I understand the prosecution.
I just want to make for listeners for me to understand.
Yeah.
That so because somebody go talk say if he look insightful, then why he look insightful, then why we not go think say they go also hold the president accountable. But let people understand say no matter what, he is protected by the constitution. What you would think say the PPRC need for do is for hold the party accountable. So the party for take responsibility of the statement of the president.
Are you surprised that PPRC not come out with a statement in situation like that, especially where you agree and believe say it's incitement?
In a general statement, really generous. It's a general statement from a sitting president. And besides, the president don't hold different positions in the global community. They take the ECOWAS seat as here. You don't go now different countries there for go preach peace, for go bring unity. And if you go preach peace, you bring unity, you cannot be seen making just sort of statement like that. Those are dangerous statements from a sitting president.
Fumble them again. I want to say plenty thank you to this we brother. Now then kind people here, more of them we need na saloon. And not disrespectful to the president, but he really making point, saying that dangerous talk that. And yes, last week, before I get this video, I be talk exactly that, saying he incite, so in supporters them, for go after APC people them, and then he also intimidate APC supporters them at that Bond district. Because the reason why he give say because they abandon Bond district, but like the people of Bond tell me if their life significantly don't improve under President Bio compared to the government before him. Let them tell me that. Because when we look at the statistics, almost every majority of that country, they suffer. They struggle for make ends meet. So for he used that as a reason for threatening people them, because that is a threat. If, like how we brother say, as a matter of fact, for people them, I forget for display a name na Alphonsus Gbanie, Gbanie, and the Human Rights Defenders Network Executive Director. And that position, they definitely deserving of that position there because they defend human rights. And exactly that they do. Because again, it's so unfortunate When I be prepare for the program tonight, I be read somebody in op-ed, like in opinion piece, where it talks it therefore say the difference between the SLPP guy where be talk about if win the flag bearer of SLPP go bring one of the country, and he talk about how much war go cost na the country and all that. He say the difference between waiting he say and waiting Zainab Sharif say, they're similar the words them. But the difference is waiting in do after we see him. According to Ram, he say a person he give a public apology, he render public apology, and he go directly into the police station for surrender himself. And on the contrary, he says Zainab Sharif be defiant, and also he make gaga. And he insults the police them and all that. I get all that, but that not necessarily means it for be justification for injustice. Enough for means say because you know guilty of the offense, therefore punish you for that. Therefore able to treat him according to the law. We are very clear in that person there in submission, saying okay, the person agrees to commit the offense there. But because he apologized publicly, no, it's not sufficient. If even Zainab Sharif be apologized publicly because the person were involved na the other side, therefore still carry out within they do so. Because I don't, again, plenty of we be know from the onset, saying because of the way how they proceed with this case, with Zainab Sharif in case, now grant them bail and make this like a state case and all that, criminalize them and everything. It be very clear the outcome. So, but I'm really glad the way we brother make it clear. Say yes, the president gets immunity because of imposition, but that's not for Shilam from being responsible. And that make clearly. Some people then go say na disrespect to the president, but presidents be not good for that country there. It's not good for purpose. Where I say it's not good for purpose, let me clarify now, my brother. Where somebody say you're not good for the purpose where they elect you for, what do it mean? It means, serve the people to their expectation. Simple. So let somebody, sometime when I go salon, then say, oh, you be incite people and all that. Every now and then, they preach for peace in that country there. But however, for continue, even as they make sure say we choose rewards then carefully, or for still able for all we leaders them accountable. So my brothers and sisters, before I go to Zainab Sharif your video, now let I recognize my brothers and sisters that we don't join the program tonight. And I want to say boku thank you for we honor don't join the program tonight. I want to start by and thanking and welcoming I go say we one and only sister, Sister Mary J. Thank you very much. Say good evening, Mr. Kagwa and VOS family. Thank you very much. And good evening to you as well. And as a core member of the VOS family, I want to say plenty thank you. And another prominent sister, Sister Awana to contact. Thank you very much. Say good evening, everyone. Good evening to you, Sister Awana too. And a fine brother, and I will say, one of the founding extended member of VOS, Brother Fuad Sise. Thank you very much as always. You say, welcome everyone to VOS family. And indeed, now one of But Fuad, I will say one of we elders them. I don't know how old you be, but given the fact that you don't stay with VOS for as long as I can remember, thank you very much for you welcome you always, and plus other people they welcome members them of the VOS as we all get one goal. We now for push Mama Salongo before. Thank you very much for that, and. Again, my goodness, I get me loving people and as always. I want to say plenty thank you and welcome to we brother C Camara. Of course, it look like say one for give me this title. But the good thing is, I don't feel say somebody go say, oh well, this guy I read for become president of that country day and begin they go after me and all that. I don't know, but again, chieftaincy, I don't know how they work. But see Camara always say, Chief Kagbo, good evening. How are the children doing? Hope everyone is doing great. Yes. The family, they do great. And I hope your family as well. We get a call. Now pick this call, and as a matter of fact, I will need for share the numbers them. VOS network, hello caller, waiting your name and who say they call we from, please.
Kaba from Belgium.
Wonderful. Oh, thank you very much. Again, I can always let people understand how much Frian you get, okay? My brothers and sisters, this now one of the brothers them way they make sure say the VOS situation they go before. Situation again, the VOS helping hand. And this brother wholeheartedly in knock chest and say he go provide lunch for the current recipient of we program, and indeed he follow through. So he don't provide lunch for a whole year, way up to June of this year. That will be a lunch covered. And thanks to this we brother. So brother Sal, again they can say too much baton moko, but lat up there. Right, sir.
Yeah.
How you don't taste more, you lost by way.
Yeah, really, you know. I just wish you speedy recovery actually. And for just the same thing I'm already try for talk about the entity and for help them. You know, look what more people in that call. You know, although too much easy one at the country.
Yes.
Really not easy. Yeah, we just say big brothers them. Already and do the best because it's not easy. And everything they go up, gas. But for squeeze actually continue for do the good what they do. You know, really impressed with the old man they do. Really not small, you know. Just the try for empower yourself, follow the give yourself energy, follow we would continue for the good work all they do. It's now country with the help for the future generation. So they are mother them, sister them, which they do try for do. Don't not give up, don't continue for do the good work. You know, don't not too much look putting on the political situation and the country because really Sierra Leone not going at the right path. Because we they see leaders there, what thing you do, why we they elect what you for do, a different thing you do. You know, if you want to be a leader, you will set an example. And if you do sentence a young lady, what kind of speech, why you say they do worst as a leader, so it's in the world, you have to go on well, you know, because mostly you not get good ones or the lead. But this how they do so, we are allowed to continue. And now plan to the plants for nursery, for small, picking them, when they come up, maybe, and then we'll do better. Maybe this generation, maybe whatever, because since we know we said, till now, no get no good leader pass, well, I don't know, the time will be there alive. Some my guy, but you know, get no bad history. But the rest till now are just the same. You know, not just the same. You know, person will say like this party, but they all are the same. Even IPC they today, same thing they go do back. They just expect for them belly, you know. They say, let's say, good, they only want to understand APC because we don't live at that time regime there. I don't see how small. It's like a Steven, although they are small, you know. And just to do this, the worst. And I then create that part, they told to do with the sofa, so, you know, so, yeah, what you do, so don't continue. There you fit clear, say, they do it best. Not be small. Any small thing we do, according to the perfect, we get a lie with the hand. Definitely not big thing, honestly. At that moment, Mr. Tabo.
Truly appreciate you. Well said. And as one of the people in way, they lead by example because you don't show example. And Fambulem, as soon as they see on the screen, we brought our brother Sal Fuad Kaba. They don't donate 3 times in total of 10,000 leons. So all leons, 10 million. Just imagine, you know, this a sizable money, Dandy. So one for say, boku thank you to you, brother Sal, and let God continue to bless you and with your family.
I mean, also tell you, thank you, the effort you do not to easy thing. And I promise, inshallah, by God bless, to the council, I don't say they expire, I will do my best, actually. You know, so Lord will continue to push the program.
Absolutely. We're not get no doubt. We're not going to get no doubt. We know,
inshallah. But not going to end life. Tomorrow not going to, you know.
Absolutely.
And so, inshallah.
For your pocket. And as we can all.
This one, what you do, one play happen. We tell Alman Chenki what should you do. Don't just continue. We don't have the right path. With any small thing, you know, we small to God's side, not big thing, honestly.
Exactly. Exactly. And thank you so much again. And we not get any doubt in you. And we definitely know, say, you wholeheartedly want for push this thing go before. And as a matter of fact, you know, one of the donors them, we say let proceed for add more recipients them to we scholarship program. And by God's grace, this August, we will add 1 or 2 picking them to we scholarship program. And for like we do a small because we say don't want for stop middle after we don't give them hope, say we go take care of them for the schooling.
What Mr. Kango, what one young man understand is and we live on earth, and therefore we get some people in the accident, even when they die. What contribution have they done towards mankind? You know, it does not mean for anything, even a small thing you do out beside your family, you know.
Yeah.
And then when they do parts the other side, and you know how good you are, because most of so focused on our family, or they too much to give pain, if it's not the right way, and then for look towards other when a mankind, they make you kind people normally. The arbitrary for do that, but mostly with the pressure, with the divide the mind. You know, I do too much things, I get that. Don't try for 2 things in the other way around. Now, they don't know you're a good person. They say this person, look, the less known, problem then, the school is going to fit the school. Honestly, not school is there because the problem is really been 1,000 years. No, we ever solved the problem within this owner. You know, so now school is the school. Forget about the mansion, them. You know, forget about this, forget that. Just you know, for even now, €5, $10. It means a lot. If $10, $10 for the whole month, that's a small money that one day. If that person do they give that $10 they consistent for the whole month, that's a small money. So that's not small money, but not continue for pushing together. At least you know, say, focus on one thing, you know.
Absolutely, well said. And again, one for say boku thank you to one of we prominent donors we they push the VOS Diaspora Helping Hand Scholarship Program go before. So thank you very much, Brother Sal. And again, please extend my regards to the family. May God bless her. Wonderful, thank you. All right, Fambulem again. As I know, say plenty time we brought in the call. I can recognize them, and anybody we call na this show, we don't donate. I can always try for recognize them because it's not an easy task. No matter how some other person thinks it's small, but no. By the way, few people in the way, additional donors them, they don't lost per we. I go reach a point I go begin call them. I know they and we brought on Alaska and we'll call the name, but himself. I can call Mr. Shilon in program almost every week. It all lost, but we hope say you did do well and all is well because Alaska na far place. We say appealing say it in a window you see Russia, so that means you in North America and you will see part of Europe. So we hope say you did do well, brother, and you know yourself. And we brother also from Washington, Virginia. From Virginia, you know yourself. And yourself can they call prominently. And I hope you did do well and the family they do well. Because again, VOS na family. So we are no see Oyeri from Una. It just happened almost say, now then country here, you have to respect people and privacy. But I can always tempted, for announce Una and make sure say Una they do fine. But, again, I will pray that Una they do well and with Una family as well. So I'm for say plenty thank you to where Una don't donate for push things then go before. So I want to say boku thank you to we brother Sambo. Thank you very much. And very prominent somebody where himself they push VOS go before. As a matter of fact, now one of the generous people them and even they appeal. Say let people continue for donate. Say please, by the way, say we wish you speedy recovery, Mr. Kagbo. Thank you very much. And say please let's donate to empower the future generations. Absolutely. And thank you so much, brother Sambo, for that. Let God bless you and Yusuf, your donation. Let God replenish your pocket. And another prominent brother where he don't become a police for me, Sister Matilda. But Albert Lansana, how are you, sir? And thank you very, very much for where you always the grace we platform. You say, good evening, my dear, good, fabulous brothers and sisters. How are you all doing? My goodness, I always can say this, where una they recognize people in the platform, then they ain't lacking among we politicians them. But still, let we lead by example. Let we show them say it possible. Because it's very clear, say people already come na them platform here. We get SLPP supporters them, we get APC supporters them, we get NGC supporters them, we get C4C supporters them, and I strongly believe so we get plenty independent support in people that we independent as well. We need to support any of them parties then they. But yet we're very, very respectful of each other. So dear, I beg my brothers and sisters, we not give up on that. It's very, very important. So, Brother Albert, thank you very much as always. Say, good evening, Mr. Kagbo. How are you doing over there in Canada? Allah bless you. You too, sir. Thank you very, very much. So, Brother Fuad, I don't know if now they are age thing. I kind of catch something, oh. Brother Fuad say, now this kind person a president, well, definitely, again, I think na misjudgment, na poor judgment that. And if I told people and say na joke, we may not believe in a joke, a very distasteful. And even do more than that, way to me, I feel say another comment will be Gbanie about amputees them. They make her like a joke, but it's very distasteful. We talked about that last week. I don't want to repeat that. But again, if you now want for you waiting, I say, I will encourage you to follow on a check last week program where I do. But if what continue for say anytime, where you want talk bad talk, napa mende, it talk for in base. Well, that's again very unfortunate because the president for the entire country, including the Mende brothers and sisters. We sister Coconut say happy Friday, love from family in Japan. Indeed, and I hope you do well. And thank you very much for you share your precious time with the VOS family. Truly, truly appreciate that. Mr. Kekua, thank you very much for you join we. You say good evening, Mr. Kagbo. The talkmen for the SLPP government will lie with a straight face. They are all sycophants. They have no moral values. Alpha Khan is the most dangerous man in the Bio administration. Well, again, now the same guy that way with the try for push and Escoma for go third term. So if Bio twist around and do waiting, Alpha Conde na Gbanie, Alassane Ouattara and plenty other African presidents then do, it not go surprise me because you get somebody will be as dangerous as Alpha Khan na inside. So it go they feed them with all kind of dangerous advice. Again, Mr. Kekua, you continue for say good evening, Mr. Kagbo, family and friends. This Bio administration will stop at nothing to lie. They have zero morals and no integrity. Alpha Khan, the worst. He quotes the Quran and Bible to mislead. Let God help him. Again, I know we judge him, but I don't know how that strategy they will help him. Because the people, they know very well where they suffer. It's just unfortunate that APC, for whatever reason, they're not able for concentrate on the people, give the people a message directly, but instead, then self one for go toe to toe with the administration. We get so much resources, and they're not going to win. But I go talk about that after I read the comments then. But if what continue for say why the person not talk say it threaten the entire country for bring war. Well, again, another prominent sister. I'll be almost tempted for announce say I not see you, sister Asia to Sise. Thank you very much. You say good evening, Mr. Kagwe, and to my VOS family. Thank you very, very much and welcome. I know say we don't lost by we, but them places are people and busy. But thank you very much. You remember we. And you remember say you get family now VOS. Thank you. And Koma Mabel, Sister Mabel Koma, thank you very much. You say good evening. All shouldn't good evening all. Shouldn't the president come out and apologize to the nation for that remarks? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much. Because yes, I definitely know say they not get for care and go court or anything. But a simple apology instead of which, especially given the timing, Zainab Sharif in situation, they go through something similar. And yet the president just ignore everything because he gets so much disdain, disrespect for Sierra Leoneans them. Because that's what Zainab Sharif say. And yes, some people, including me, very unfortunate for he said what they about killing another saloon person and stuff. But yet, if the president now a kind of maybe poor judgment, why not for just apologize to the nation? And it come off from him and say, okay, well, now this will be mean. I know say people that don't take them out of context. I do apologize for the misunderstanding there. Simple. And so you supposed for do, especially given this time with tension so much in that country. 2028 not far. 2028 not far at all. Within 2 years, we dey go to 2028. So if you continue this kind path, you do something where currently, then they are under boycott because of your action where you take, and you dey provoke them on top of that. Boy, that shows say president will like peace. And then terrible Alpha Khan, they give reference, so this president, a peaceful president and stuff. But Pikin self go no say a wrong. For like APC they go through waiting they go through based on your action. And yet, after we don't say all that, say then go die. Then supporters then go die by do clean. And then you pull out. So I don't know if now your own form of apology we're very more insulting to people. Say you want for APC then get peaceful talks with you. After we don't insult them, after we don't threaten the supporters them. You don't curse them because you say then curse, even though you're not to God. But for the fact that you're not the father of the nation. As president, you're not the father of the nation. For you utter then what's then they. And you're not show any remorse. I just don't want to waste my time on Alpha Khan in talk. I'm gonna ask him for some of we don't watch that interview day. You don't talk to the president for you understand within the rationale for say all that. They say, oh well, the president too busy. He just don't travel, he don't go here. Like, can you imagine? So now make they say, like the people them way they deal with the media, like they don't know nothing. At least try for be civil, try for be respectful of the people them way feel hurt by that comment there. So meaning that that comment they not use not to nothing to the president. So you don't go do something way more important to him. That's what come across in comment. And are the kind people in that. Wait to him, he feels says a bit talk. Wait to me, my goodness, it's so terrible. Anyways, I want to say boku thank you to another prominent brother, when Gail Songu. Brother Songu, thank you very much. You said the president is protected by the Constitution. Private citizens are subject to the law, by extension, the Constitution. Trump is protected by the Constitution and Bio protected by Constitution. Brother Songu, the first statement where you make, a crown it all. The first part, you say the presidency is protected by the Constitution. That's true. But the second part, I get issue with it. Private citizens are subject to the law, by extension, the Constitution. You know what you do, Yanda? You tell we say the president's there above the law, which is very unfortunate. A very smart man for the student here. They use corny way for bull English per way. So, meaning that Zainab is subject to the law of the land, and you say by extension the Constitution. But Bio not subject to it. Immunity no mean lack of accountability. Because again, the Constitution say the no go prosecutor. But the same Constitution say if found wanting and unfit for be president, the parliament can impeach him. So meaning that is subject to the Constitution, my brother. Because the Constitution, it gives parliament power. I want to remind you go back to the Constitution. saying Parliament get the power for impeach the president, meaning for easy Creole, meaning Parliament get the power for pull and day and just need for vote 2/3 majority for pull and day, where somebody table the motion. If they vote, including the SLPP folks then, if he continue for do it, they do so. And Trump, where you they talk so, Trump self, they under the Constitution. Nobody know they're above the Constitution. That the same right we get. Him, now what we go call first amongst equal. But we all be in citizenship, no more than Zainab in citizenship. That the same citizenship. So dear my brother, let we stop then tear for they play with words. Private citizens are subject to the laws, by extension, the Constitution. So it implies, say, be not subject to the Constitution, which is completely wrong, my brother. But thank you very much for that comment today. This is now food for thought. And you continue to say, these leaders are making statements against the principles of democracy and the Constitution. But if the ordinary citizens does the same by laws, the laws come hard on him or her. That's so true. And it's unfortunate because, again, the president know they're above the law, my brother. If you make a statement where they know say, they agree say insightful and enough fit for purpose, yeah, Parliament can pass a motion for impeachment. And if it then gets the vote when a 2/3 majority, yeah, they pull and they. The law give Parliament power. Now I make way people can talk about, oh, the president gets so much power and stuff. No. Parliament by writing or on paper, Parliament even more powerful. Because the president by himself, except it go through the party because with constitution they write in a way we they want for sort of intimidate the parliamentarians them, but the president by himself not able to pull any parliamentarian and not gets that constitutional right there. But on the contrary, Parliament gets the constitutional right for pull the president in office. So the same thing with the judges. Parliament gets the right, the constitutional right for pull any judge. They just need for put the motion at table and then vote on them. So, but unfortunately, Parliament not even know say they're so powerful. The same thing US they go through, the Republicans, because of the afraid say if they go if they reject Trump in intentions and all that in desires, it go campaign against them. So selfish reason, but nothing else. Then get the power for stop Trump from spending recklessly. But because of now they get the majority, then they go always try for, of course, Democrats now the Senate about twice now. They don't try for pass a resolution for stop in spending on the war. So it go back down from the war. But the Democrats in the Senate, they not support them. So that bill they not able to pass. Now, so again, my brother, I know say democracy, it's all about number. Now, some of the beauty, if you will, and some people will say some of the craziness or the disadvantage of democracy, but to me, a beautiful thing that if you get the numbers, the Lord is on your side. And I make with APC brothers and sisters, they not get the numbers. They don't get majority in a parliament. So how do they feel them go to force change without going to the people and seek mandate? I'm not able to understand, but I will talk about that. Let's finish the comment. Again, Brother Songo, thank you again. He says, private citizens, we should watch our activities in accordance with the laws and constitution. We bear the brunt of the law whilst the leaders are immune. And anyway, I'm not just left from the Brother Salman Tyrali, thank you very much. You don't take small, oh. You say Abba Viva, as I'd ask several times, waiting at the Elba Viva, Mr. Kagbo. Good evening, sir, to you and the VOS television family in the incredible platform. Thank you very much. Elba, both political parties lack integrity, and they are joking with the 8 million people. I agree with you 100%, my brother. Oh, Sister Asi. Okay. You see, I'm in Sierra Leone right now. Please, thank you very much for and stay safe, yeah? Yeah, I feel jealous though. Yeah, tell the motherland I do for we. Thank you very much for sharing. Okay, that explains it, why we need to get you. And again, for the fact say it really don't let na salon, I want to say plenty thank you for when you join the program. Thank you, and hope you enjoy your vacation. And please stay safe, yeah? All right, Brother Songu, they continue for say President Bio is the apprentice of President Trump. They don't apologize for their behaviors. He's trolling Trump. Well, I agree. Definitely look like say President Bio it take from Donald Trump in blue book, in blueprint. So, Brother Salman, you continue for say, this is the playbook. Yeah, this is the playbook. The president and their supporters used to intimidate the people in the country. And Brother Songu, you continue for say, Mr. Kagbo, you missed my comment. All citizens are protected by the Constitution. All are protected by the Constitution. I spoke about their actions. I agree with you, but the way you phrase them, it appears like say they say the immunity equal to the president being above the law. Sorry if I misunderstand you. All right, Fambulem, we get about small time. So let I go now and talk. Well, I play Zainab Sharif, and then I go play the executive director, the human rights executive director, and comment on Zainab Sharif, because to me, I think say a nail am back, because it make them plain as to why it disagree with Zainab Sharif in comment, and it make them very clear say that comments they equally dangerous. Let we listen to him, and then after which I will come and talk small about the APC then strategy, where to me it look like a losing strategy. But let we go back and listen one more time, and if anybody feel offended by Zainab Sharif in comment where they play, please forgive me, but I just want for remind people of what he say. Although waiting President Bio say, and now let we listen to waiting Zainab Sharif say, and then I go play immediately after that. I go play the executive director, Mr. Gbanie, in comment regarding Zainab Sharif in comment. Yeah, I will come right back after this.
Well, from the little I understand, where the parliament will mandate talk, then talk about the fact say they're not for touch the constitution because people are not vote yet. So until they vote and they agree for touch the constitution, that's when they will do it. So they are saying it's treason if you do that. And me self thinks a constitution not to where they play with. So we definitely deal with them on that. But waiting with they tell APC, make them put woman at the ticket, make them left this fat kiwi. Let them left this fat kiwi, let them put woman at the ticket. Waiting we back they talk, when they talk about treason, if you touch the constitution at treason, we back anybody will go election. Once they say now you go election, we back not treason. You back them supposed to kill you. Actually, when you go election as salon, not to you know more than for kill because that is not enough. Because that thief man when they go thief plastic, then they beat until they kill him. You rogue election, you cheat over 8 million people, then for just kill you. Then for kill you, mama, you papa, you picking and you all bloodline for erase and for set a lesson. We for send a message. So nobody now go cheat, entire 8 million people and proudly go free. That is how Fode Sanko was acting. Anybody will cheat election as salon, they act like Fode Sanko, and we for deal with them as such. That's it. So we dey tell APC say make them give woman a chance. If they not give woman a chance, it not go good for them. Yeah, it not go good.
Usai we dey draw the line with freedom of expression. Where do we draw the line? Because you get the way the law is being interpreted. Who that go determine within an incitement, within a provocative word, and usually it get for be with when it comes to politics. And like you talk about possession the other time, it depends on who that say them, how you say them. But in respecting the rights of citizens, we under the law, we all are the same people. The law for treat we the same. Where do we draw the line, even with citizens?
Yeah, well, in a dicey area, but it's also thin, and except from the human rights perspective, people will be able to understand the dynamics of like when they talk about freedom of expression and as against incitement. Now, let's just take the situation of let's take the two particular things that will happen. The case of the Secretary General of the All People's Congress Party when Lansana Doumbouya, and the case of Zainab Sharif where they don't already sentenced.
Yeah.
If you look at, you analyze their statements, you see a clear distinction on the area of expressing freedom of expression as against to inciting the public. If you look at Lansana Doumbouya in context, it squarely fall within the human rights domain as a freedom of expression. You hear me? But when you take Zainab Sharifi issue, you analyze and it don't go beyond that freedom of expression to a certain extent that it incite the action of individuals for take action against either a particular group or individuals the way they perceive. You hear me? So now just that kind of area where they look at the issue of expression. And in the field of human rights, we get a common principle what they always maintain. As anybody where they use or advocate violence, that person they do human rights work. Even if in the time for go do advocacy, the moment you use or advocate violence, that don't constitute human rights work. It don't go beyond the principles of human rights. So you for always maintain the principles of non-violence, whether by words and by conduct or actions. And
calling for the death of other people means you've gone beyond.
You don't go beyond the freedom of expression. Now then that's just one. So now I cannot use any other analysis. Not just use this particular one. Now they set the foundation. So because already, as you do that one, let's take the example of Adebayo. You hear me? Adebayo is a private citizen. You know, say Adebayo dey. Where they make statement there. If they see people they come on at the street, then they go jump.
Yeah.
It make what is people then go down the street who lost 27 lives and 6 police officers. It make people then go to who lost about 6 lives na Makeni, na the saga. It make what is again who lost houses then burn the police station na Tumbo. You see, then kind of statement and the way they ignite public action. Now it refer to as say it incites the public for cause harm or damage. The moment you go to that kind of level, in that level, it don't go beyond the threshold of freedom of expression.
So me fumble when I see why I say this man, Mr. Gbanie, we need a lot more fun. He make it very clear. See, yes, Zainab Sharif, it crossed the line. But the thing where I be see last week, the lawyer them, then get what's in called proportionality. So the crime, it fit the punishment. Some people can argue say the punishment too harsh. Because yes, it talk about for kill the entire generation without the wrong. Because if the papa commit crime under no law, no say as long as the pikin not be accomplice, no law no say, because una related by blood, you for also go down for the crime where you papa or mama commit. That's completely wrong. However, if una listen to a message very clearly, this is not a justification for Amo, but if una listen to a message very clearly, a talk and tie a message to treasonous act. And we all know so with the grab up. Now until recently, we then say you commit treason, a crime we then go kill you for. So it therefore say tampering with the Constitution, a treasonous act. So by extension, if you rig election, then they self-constitute a treasonous act, which is correct. Because an act against the state, a crime against the state. So then they definitely constitute treasonous act. And it also say, if they found you guilty, at the paraphrase now, because that thing where he say, if he use that conditional statement there, if you rogue the election, therefore kill you. He said, them for kill you. So meaning it refer to the law forbid you. And not say people them for gonna use go kill you. He said them for kill you. After we don't set the premise of treason, the punishment of treason, where you commit treason, waiting them for punish you with, until recently, now punishment by death. And at that he be the type for advocate, saying, if you rogue the election, you rogue 8 million people, then they constitute treasonous act, and as a result, therefore kill you. It just happens, say, a stretch and too far for, say, therefore erase your entire generation. Then they stretching too far. But that thing where say if you commit, again, I remember one program, I not be able to get the video before I come here. Ben Kelfala, AYV, talk about people them where they found one thing of corruption. They talk about how them for kill them and all that thing and they. Because it, beaucoup people that don't equate that corruption fight with waiting people and waiting the authorities that they do in a place like Singapore, where they go kill you. If them found you guilty of corruption, they go kill you. Like how they go kill somebody, would they kill somebody if you commit treason? So again, I know say yes, this whole incitement kind of situation, like how Lambrana asked, it's like a leftover interpreter. And I make her always they say, APC, una need Mr. Shillon, lawyer Shillon, they always also appeal to una. A nice for una, they bombard the court. For like the courts, they help even we the ordinary Sierra Leoneans them, for let we understand the interpretation of some of their laws here. Because if you left that interpretation to politicians, then go always interpret them to the way we suit them. Even though then go interpret them this way this time, the next time then go flip them the other way. I will give simple example. Abbas Pundu in election. How they interpret the simple majority. They say people were present. And the Constitution not say that. The Constitution say every parliamentarian where they don't give that certificate say they win the election. So now based on that number, meaning the total number, after we, we get a 2/3 majority for elect the speaker for maybe 3 times, we don't do a round of 3 times around that. And then go now to simple majority. And the simple majority for be a majority from the entire, the total number of parliamentarians them. But they know say if they apply that law they interpret them that way they not for be able to get the speakership because the people of Sierra Leone not be give them the mandate they. So if they be include all the total number of parliamentarians them, Abaspundu not for be speaker in 2018. So what then do? Then flip them. They say, oh, enough for be enough for be simple majority of the total number of parliamentarians them. So instead, they say that the people that were present at that time where they do the voting, and then they for count. So then they prompt them for make whatever parentarily called malpredy for then go dreb APC folks them. So then they go allow them for get a simple majority. So you see how they manipulate the system. But this time around now, because ECSL longer than the majority, then go according to. So 2018, then get a different interpretation of waiting at the majority. 2023, after the election day, then go now exactly according to the constitution. So if, oh my goodness, alone. In the parentarily, it then a parliament now ECSF say, oh no, the constitution say if for be everybody where they elect the total number of parliamentarians them. Remember, if na be that 2018 process, then for even get the 2/3 majority, because APC then boycott. And then get 2 APC folks them we within a parliament. Okay, they be need I think 4 for let them get the 2/3 majority. But because they're not able to get the 2/3 majority, remember if then we say people that we present and whatnot, they exclude APC. The people that we present when are all the SLPP folks there with the paramount chiefs them, then for be able to get the 2/3 majority, if not based on the people that we present. So, but guess what, me famble them? They're not doing more because they no say then get the number. So now see, so where APC they allow politicians them for interpret the constitution, where the constitution now make them very clearly saying the people then we get the mandate for interpret the constitution, not the Supreme Court, not the court in responsibility. So not to just lawyer, you for be a member of the Supreme Court. Because lawyer them, now opinion that they give, legal opinion. But then self, the constitution not give them that mandates they for interpret the constitution. So, but for una bypass the people that way for interpret the constitution, una go to moral guarantor, where President Bio don't say clearly, if follow the constitution. So my brothers and sisters, will not tell me. So APC for right now, na shame that they fight so. Because they know say this whole thing don't backfire back by them. Twice now. The alala about the tripartite, they kind of Samura mislead supporters them and talk about, then go pull them. And up to recently, and still, some of them, still they talk about saying, then go pull Maada Bio no go complete. When I'm almost them left again, you no go complete in seat, then go pull and day and stuff. Then continue for the telling supporters than that. So me fumble them, I want to make them very clear. Again, this is not to any malice against APC. I want to make them very clear. But this the reality as I see them. Now, initially when I say because of Alpha, the ECSL boss, adding some water. So because of the ECSL boss, excuse me, when I say, when I go parliament, when I occupy all the But now, una don't go bring moral guarantors. Una don't go appeal to them. As una see na the screen, waiting the title say, or the headline. International moral guarantors engage ECSL, NCRA on electoral processes ahead of 2023 polls. Processes. If I them, anybody we sabi small English, if you understand this, so and I say nowhere na ya say they engage ECSL for pull them boss. And I say that na ya. Waiting he say. It say electoral processes ahead of 2023 polls. So meaning for make sure say the election be conducted peacefully, fairly, with a normal thing. And I want to make, I don't know why APC, for whatever reason, they get smart people them. But you know, Talek, then they, again, please, I'll make them very clear. This not to insult. They will not take them as insulting APC. But I don't know if maybe now because of the emotions, but it come through like say they need to use common sense at all. Again, this not to insult, not just as I see. It come through say because if APC they use common sense, don't forget first about the book sense. Okay. Now, no international community now go deliberately try for bring kata na that country. If them people here come and tell BOC, yes, you follow the constitution, but now we don't sign agreement, we say XYZ. If kata come on as a result of them position, definitely that they not will be good for them, for the UN, for the ECOWAS, the Commonwealth, and all the people that were involved. The international community get one mantra where they deal with Africa and plenty developing countries them, even countries them now, North South America, and then countries them we rely on foreign aid. and that's now also something where IMF they maintain. Then go prefer for deal with government we considered stable than considered saying a democratic. Then go take stability over democracy. If a country they try for champion democracy, but yet not stable, and always go by the stability. And at that they happen. Where Samoa Kamara, I remind you now, where Samoa Kamara be they talk about this and that, waiting the head of the so-called moral guarantor, we say, the former vice president of Gambia, the Gambia. He said they not come for reverse the election result. They make them very clear. Then come for mediate, so then go back, then go take their seat in the parliament. So APC don't get that. And at the same position they get this can where they come, saying yes, okay, well, the president no adhere to the agreement owner make, but he follow the constitution. So in that regard, they not do anything wrong. So the rest of the agreement will talk to the president and parliament for let them table am. So now see? So meaning this one, APC get for Sokana Bobby. That ECSL man, and I'll go clear commodity. It's just funny that the majority, the leader of the minority party, APC, they say, oh, if in the ECSL boss, if don't resign Safu for just save the peace and stuff. No, it gets in job genuinely. It go through the process. They ask him questions at parliament, and he answer the questions them to the satisfaction of the committee, and then parliament approve them. So why you go say, oh, enough for if I don't resign? What if I resign for? Una way for make the case, convince una SLPP counterparts them for say no. It go derail the peace of the country. It go derail the thing where we don't put together, agree upon. Now una for make the case. Elect una una compatriot. They say, yes, not too. Want for let the country be peaceful. So as a result, we go talk to the president, say let's choose somebody else. Otherwise, we'll not go confirm this one. Simple. But when I fail for do the right thing, the constitutional thing, where una for make una argument na parliament, and una say una they boycott. For waiting for some agreement way now between una and SLPP. Not to the country, una not drag the country into this nonsense. Not to the country, una do am on behalf of una self. Because the country, we be don't say una go court. Now the proper process that way they na the constitution. Now that way you they argue or you they contest in election practice. You go court. But when I say, oh no, una not go the legal way or the constitutional way. Una go through unconventional way. And then una want drag the country, the rest of the Salon people into this nonsense. Again, it's really sad. And now, because they don't clearly see say they're not going to get the demand, here is waiting the Secretary General right. Me fumble them. Now just read them quickly. And according to them, official APC statement on the engagement with international moral guarantors and the way forward. And according to them, what did he say? Iridia say, the All People's Congress, APC, hereby informs its members, supporters, and the people of Sierra Leone that today's high-level engagement with the international moral guarantors was substantive, frank, and a significant step forward in our pursuit of justice, transparency, and democratic integrity in Sierra Leone. The party firmly and unequivocally presented its position grounded in facts, credible evidence, and rigorous legal, now underline that word though, rigorous legal and political analysis on the continued failure to implement the Agreement for National Unity, the Tripartite Committee recommendations, the erosion of electoral integrity, and the growing constitutional and governance concerns facing our nation. Now tell me, the moral guarantors them. Any of una get an idea, say, whatever they settle upon illegally binding, they get our authority there, where we give away Salon as sovereign country. So then go come out all the way and say, oh, legally una for do this. Any law na Salon, they go through parliament. Now parliament's not the only body. Well, again, the judiciary can pass some laws them, but then laws then the not to, like you go say, the conventional way. And the executive self can pass laws them, but then laws then they back now can be the conventional. It can be like during crisis time and all that. The president and member of the executive can pass the laws then they doing, and then they self the emergency situations them, then get limited time. But for you see this now the law going forward until another parliamentary process for either amend any law where they don't pass na parliament or pull them completely when they go say expunge. A parliament no more get that power there according to the constitution. So but when a signs agreement and say, oh, this for binding upon the country without going through parliament, ebo on a sideline parliament and say, oh, well, as long as the president agree, so he now go push on a parliament because of whatever we wanna assume. Now, they work like that. So now, una not get what una want, and they say, okay, well, the next course of action, that continue for it. But clearly, that legal remedy way they talk now, you not see more. If una say una not go use the court of Salon, nothing legally una not go able for do. The guarantors do not go able for do other than for maybe make the international community frown upon the president and Salon, saying a president when they keep to his words. That's it. But for say like any other penalty, me little way I don't feel say that they go add up at all. So then continue for talk about the other part. Say, we wish to assure our supporters that the APC spoke with clarity, strength, and authority, and that our position was fully received and acknowledged by the moral guarantors and the international partners present. Yes, they will acknowledge them. Acknowledgement not necessarily means say, una don't get on our ways. Yes, then we'll say, okay, well, yeah, we don't hear because that's an acknowledgement. We don't hear. The APC notes with deep concern and unequivocal objection that on this very day, while discussions on justice, governance, and national reconciliation were underway, the sentencing of Zainab Sheriff was carried out. The party views this development as deeply troubling, politically charged, and profoundly ill-timed. That's true to some extent. However, it boiled down to the same thing. Why una no galvanize? Una put the energy una be put for put together 105 lawyers them for go team up on behalf of Lansana Doumbouya. For send, why una not send that same signal there? Why una not use the same strength? Yes, sign up sheriff say, no, people are not for advocate on the behalf and stuff. But for just let una tell Sierra Leoneans them, and let una test how resilient the court system na Salon be. Una take all una brilliant lawyers them, we be marshal, we be match pass for Lansana Doumbia. Why not do the same for Zainab Sharif? And now, you see, again, really sad for we country. Really sad. This na the party where they in waiting for rule the country. And yet they not believe in the court system. Let I read for now. Let I read them again. My brothers and sisters. The APC notes with deep concern and unequivocal objection that on this very day, while discussions on justice, governance, and national reconciliation were underway, the sentencing of Zainab Sharif was carried out. You see, so them believe say Zainab Sharif in situation, therefore be don't handle am outside of court. So una repeatedly they disregard the court system, and yet una say una want for rule that country dey. So if una come na power, this way we una dey show people and so una not believe in the court system. Now only political system. So whether you trample upon the law where the courts responsible for keep the peace of that country dey, for interpret the law, yet una think say for be everything for be political. The charges them against Zainab Sharif are criminal charges, criminal offenses. They don't say political offenses, criminal offenses. And yet una think say their agreement here, then discussions here for result in Zainab Sharif for free. So if una get that kind of mindset there, a very clear, say when una come na power, that average salon person, it no matter within you believe in the court system. As long as una the politicians don't decide on matter, that's it. And yet una they accuse the current administration about talking orders from above. Indirectly, now that una they do so. Una want for elect President Bio and in team try for do exactly the thing una always they oppose, orders from above. Because otherwise, una not for even near that. And so discussion they underway, and yet they sentence Zainab Sharif. We are completely two different things. Una no boycott because of Zainab Sharif in case. Una make it clear. So una the boycott because of the ECSL boss, the new ECSL boss where President Bio nominate. So two completely different case them. Why, like I say, why una no match all the number of lawyers then they? Because usai 105 lawyers them, they read for one particular case. Tendency they say una go to see loophole and try for make some argument with Zainab for free. But una not spend una resources on that because una not believe in the court system. And yet, una feel say una are the right people there for rule that country day. Hey, brothers and sisters, this just don't make it clear. Say both APC and SLPP not good for that country day. Because APC do not get much for offer at all. Because with that kind of nonsense here, they don't get much for offer. So they're not able for, say, we go take we case to the citizens of that country there. We go take we case to Sierra Leonean people as to why we forbid the next government in waiting. No, they don't believe in that. So they go now to the international community So the international community, like how probably Samoa Kamara therefore accuse the international community, saying that they hand over the power to Bio. We very clearly the chairman at that time Nabi INEC, the national NEC, the national commission. So NEC, NEC, National Electoral Commission. The term Mfali, he make him pronouncement. And he make announcement. And now una be then a power. So how una go then a power, and then una say the international community where they not get no jurisdiction na salon, they not get that constitutional mandate there. Because if we try for follow we constitution, there's no way the international community go say, no, we're not for following our constitution. They're not going to do that. If we not follow we constitution, they're not going to even get anywhere for force anything other than just sanction we. We don't see that severally. So how much faith una put into the international community and forget about seeking mandate from the people of Sierra Leone? And I just make it clear, saying, if them people are not be recognized, the new ECSL boss, they're not going to no business for go get meeting with them and in team and not talk about in resigning. Instead, then talk about how the process go in 2028. And now, una they put up this kind letter. Because una know very well, say this is another failure. Una go continue for fail if una feel say, una go bypass the constitutional means and moral guarantor or whoever guarantor can hand over power easily to una. It not go happen. I'll quickly finish the read and then we will end the program. So it continues for say, I think I will read this, but it continues for say, this action represents a serious affront to the integrity of the state, directly contradicts the spirit of dialogue and good faith engagement, and undermines confidence in the ongoing mediation and reconciliation process. So now get hope in that. Good for now. But not to the constitutional process that. At all. So it continues for say, the APC wishes to state in the strongest possible terms that it regrets, when I underline that word, they very clear now say they're not happy over the outcome. It regrets both the handling and outcome of this matter and will be escalating its position through all appropriate national, regional, and international mechanisms. What a shame. So you see, the outcome where it's very clear, saying the international community now gets nothing for do, particularly where President Bill follow the Constitution. Ona no gets nowhere for complain. They follow the Constitution according to what Impressively say. So whose other mechanism now? And even when they write all this, they don't even talk about legal redress. Even though they make them vaguely, then go escalate the position through all appropriate national. So the national means again. So then continue for say, today's engagement marks a critical turning point The APC has clearly defined the issues, set the national and international agenda, and placed the concerns of the Sierra Leonean people at the center of ongoing engagement. To our members and supporters across the country and in the diaspora, we hear you. We understand your expectations, and we assure you your party is acting deliberately, strategically, and in your best interest. I don't know what's in the interpretation of all that. But clearly, I don't feel it's in the best interest. And I don't know what's in the definition of strategic here. Because this is not losing battle. As earlier communicated, the APC has taken note of the strong sentiments across the country regarding recent development, including the appointment of Edmond Sylvester Alpha and remarks made by the SLPP leadership regarding the party and its members. I don't know if in our President Bio in speech they refer to, but Chadi we do a polling. I don't know the statistical strength of that polling they wouldn't do, but according to the result, there's a majority of Sierra Leoneans they're not happy with a boycott. So how you go say una yeri salon people them? When majority of them no approve of una boycott, they not see them like a winning strategy. So I don't know what they refer to now. Like say the country get them back. No. Myself now be making clear to una. Say na wrongs, na failed strategy for do boycott. Una not do them. Una, in fact, the term the way then go say for vote for any like that amendment bill, that constitutional amendment bill, where the need for gets 2/3 majority. And SLPP, they don't respect the Constitution, especially if you go against them. So then we'll go back to saying, oh, 2/3 of the people are present in a parliament. And if they do that, then go pass any kind of bill. So I be one una saying, una go na parliament, and anytime they want pass them crucial bills, then they una organize una self and make sure select every APC parliamentarian present. Oh yeah. I don't get PhD, so waiting at the talk no relevant. But now the fail result to not only see so. And he continue for say, let's try for conclude this and end the program. The APC remains, following today's engagement, I don't read them, but I read them back. Following today's engagement, the party is carefully consolidating its position and will within the framework of law, strategy, and national responsibility. Announce the next line of action. The APC remains unwavering in its commitment to justice, democracy, and the rule of law, resolute in defending the will of the people, and prepared to take all lawful and necessary actions, including mass mobilization where required, to safeguard Sierra Leone's democratic future. I like the word lawful because that's in a key. The struggle for democratic integrity requires patience, strength, and strategic action, and not impulse. The APC has engaged, asserted its position, and positioned itself firmly. We have set the tone, made our case, and are now prepared for the next phase. All right, so we didn't watch for see waiting will be the next line of action. At this critical moment, we call on all APC members and supporters to remain calm, disciplined, united, vigilant, and ready to respond to the party's next directive. We urge all to remain calm, united, and resolute, and know the APC is prepared, focused, and ready to lead. The moment is ours. Now they write up that. But once I will clearly disagree, I don't think say una ready for lead APC. Una not ready for lead at all. Because if una be ready for lead, una for just ignore President Bio, especially if waiting they say a plan for step down after a second term, a mandatory terms. Una need for focus on the people. That strategy here, like una say una they strategize, yes, una get for strategize, but the strategy for include the people. Una bring the case to the people. Una sell the potential flag bearers them. Una do town hall meetings. Yes, because campaigning no open it and stuff, but I don't think say then go at una if una get a meeting, because this not to rally for say una they rally na teeth and then go charge una for disorderly conduct and all that stuff. Then they'll probably send thugs them, let them go mingle to na cause havoc, and they're all una responsible. But una capable for all meeting them, town hall meetings them, na different parts of the country. Una get representatives them all over. This time where una the boycott so. Now then telling them una for the old then town hall meeting them, una send una representatives them because then get the constituencies then where they represent. Why una not do that? Then they more effective. This na free advice that they give una. Instead of una they rely on moral guarantor. What the moral guarantor go do? They're not going to overturn waiting constitutionally the president adhere to. They're not going to do that. I don't know why we not think that way. They instead, again, the young fine man. Again, where I can say fine, somebody where you will say intelligent and all that. Now that I mean, Timbo, Usman Timbo. They sit down na media, national media. They advocate for let the president disregard the constitutional means. And they use former President Koroma in situation with a vice president where he pull up. Say, oh, well, if former President Koroma pull a vice president, for pull the ECSL boss, then they in a small team. Really? And they aspire for lead that country there. And not get one respect for the constitution where you get for take an oath for defend. So now see why I say, so far, all to the sides them, I don't see anybody who impress me at all. And we talk about, if una wake me past sleep, the only leader where I go see Salon get with a sober leader. Sir Milton Magai. After Milton Magai, from Albert Magai, Sheki, take and down. They're not sober. They make the country they outside they so. With a way being. And the other thing where, let's just say this in pass very quickly before I wrap up. Another thing where they bother me fumble them. Where are they SLPP surrogates them? They go about and they use APC as benchmark. But yet, now the same APC where they say APC collapse the economy, APC ruin the country, and yet una they use APC as benchmark. Oh, we'll take power. Something be there. APC term things not be there so. But una say APC fail. Why una not go benchmark then countries them where they not just say, you know what, they don't improve from point A to point B. Because if they give benchmark, if you target of improvement, now somebody where you don't clearly say that person they don't fail the country. So it means you self they plan for fail. It's just like a student where you get somebody when in a C student, and then it always they say, we then talk about say, oh, you know, see us in school, you always they fail. Say, what, mama, papa, me I bet you, I can, let's say, out of 20, picking them. I can 18, I beat 2 people there. That similar argument SLPP they make. When I say, APC not good for the country. And yet, when I keep going back for reference APC, and when I use that as success story, that's the bother me. And I make me brothers and sisters, why we not go here? SLPP say, you know what? Salon compare now with Ghana in terms of certain indicators. Them we compare with Botswana. We don't negotiate with diamond companies them similar to the way Botswana negotiate. And now beginning so time we go to get 50% of we diamond their worth. Why would not they hear that? Instead, APC time nonsense. So now that kind of way they will go continue in that country they measure we self to fail regime. And where APC go come back, then begin say, oh, SLPP term, tin be triangle. And who don't bring tin and don't small. We're not even comparable to a decent living at all. My brothers and sisters, again, I not begrudge una with the support them 2 party. The only thing we are going to advise no more is, una they support them 2 party, una support them responsibly. Because then 2 party are very clear. With all waiting APC, they do so. A very, very clear. Say that they do that in their own interest. Because the Salon people, let's say, don't know they're in line with boycott. And then they still proceed. And now they defend their way out. So, Abdul Kagbo, they say they want for talk with the president for waiting. The president don't do waiting he want do. So waiting again. So then just defend way out. Say, oh, well, we get a meaningful discussion with the president and I see then get a discussion with the vice president. So now they're so desperate. Wait for me the other way around. Now then suppose for all the governing party accountable. But no, now they're now desperate because they don't go back into another fail mission. Let God bless you now with our families. Let God bless that country day. It's just unfortunate that the country will born. We not go still tired for talk. But it's really, really tiring. And salon to the SLPP folks them, where they feel say, then for crush the opposition and then they get a free ride where no opposition or good in other country day. What a shame. Now that's not una definition of democracy. Why una self not bring una case to the people? Instead una depa strategy. They mislead the people them. They threaten supporters them. And then they go by selective justice and feel say, oh, we get the police like how shamefully on our chairman brag about. We get the police, they tell them we get the police, the army, the judiciary, all the institutions, then they will beat APC. So now when we get the institutions, then they had a paraphrase now, APC now go ever come na power. Now that for be una goal. Why una goal not go be the people of Sierra Leone go always, every time go see improvement. Why would I not talk about that? When I done the people elect on for let their life improve, their life better. When I think about the song where they be sing for APC, to Lumbonogo Sidoya Angry Boku. So meaning that people care about them bread and butter issues, not on our strategies. But it's just unfortunate that when I don't do them in 2023, and it's very clear, so when I plan for repeat that nonsense day. And no matter to una if the country continue for the on edge. Because for the past 3 years, almost 3 years, Salon not peaceful. Yes, when they say, oh, we they talk that, we they incite and all that. We're very clear. Because otherwise, why all time when I talk about peace talk, national peace and whatever nonsense caption on they use. Place where peaceful and go always they talk about peace talk. So very clear. Say the country not peaceful at all. And by when you're making, on create unnecessary political tension at that country day. I be don't say on clear. Say Abbas Bunde on force, on shove down the throat of Sierra Leoneans them at the beginning of the downfall of the beginning of all this crisis. I don't know if I go see the downfall of Bio. Well, the downfall of Bio in legacy. Because I don't think it gets much for brag about saying in legacy this. Where people are still they suffer. And yet, they want to continue for either they or put a puppet there. It don't matter if the people suffer more. So now the strategy that they talk about, the people of Salon, SLPP, to the supporters them. Dear, when think about picking in future, plenty of them people here, even though repeatedly history don't tell we say, they know they enjoy the money. Then picking them not going to enjoy the money. But yet, them believe say, where they don't thief the country so much, then family go safe. Then family go forever be comfortable. But no. Let we take a look at Sheki in family. Where Sheki do all kind of things. They even rate her as among the top 10 leaders them, richest leaders them. But they like today, waiting left for him picking them. I don't feel so much. But in that vein day, it dragged the country into Usai so. We railway, a key component of a country in development. It's Salam. Salon began your lie. It's Salam. But who other things then? It make the country like impersonal property. But they like today. So me family and dear, let we not swear them people here. Because the swear with them, they swear Sheki. Yes, they swear K-Charm, but the country they suffer more. So dear, let we not swear them. Let we pray that God change them, God touch them, for let them think about the country first. And let God bless all the presenters that are VOS, and let God continue to give you the strength and courage for speak on behalf of our country and on behalf of all the people in our salon. Again, I go encourage you now actually, by God's grace, Saturday, we will get Madam Matilda, we will come with salon issues. And on Sunday, if everything goes well, Lawyer Shilon and Engineer Mengot, then we'll get a guest. We go join them for talk about salon issues and how for go before. So me, until next Thursday, by God's grace, me and Abdul Karim Kagbo, they say let God bless una all with una family, and for me to una tata, let God bless all.